Hello, my subjects, and welcome back to my channel. How's it going? I think it's about time I talked about I think it's time I let something off my chest, and that is one of the many beliefs I have as a person. So, let me pull up a chair real quick. Give me a moment. Yo. Let me bring it closer, everyone. Hey. Yeah, I know, I look short. Not the point. I don't have a bigger chair, alright? This is the best I've got. So, I've been, doing some things here and there, watching from afar. How do I say this? I've seen a lot of chatter and I've seen a lot of talking. And I think it's time I gave my opinion on something that may seem a bit controversial. Which is, I believe, as a religious person and as a person myself in my own beliefs, that no one truly deserves to die. A trigger warning, by the way. Sorry, I forgot about that. This video is mostly going to be talking about death. So, yeah. You see, the reason why I believe no one truly, and I mean truly, deserves to die is because I feel like anyone can change. I feel like people themselves can change. I know there's a good quote that I like to not talk about here on the internet, but like talk about in general by myself, which is, you either live long enough to see yourself become the hero, or no, sorry, you either live long enough to see yourself become a villain, or you die the hero. Something along those lines, right? But I believe anyone can change for the better, which is why I don't think people necessarily should die or have, or deserve to die at least. Now, of course, this is my own opinion. You don't have to share it. You could adamantly disagree with me. But this is my own opinion, which is, I feel like no one deserves to die. Anyone can change for the better. Anyone can do better. There's a great example of this. Like, sure, if you were to compare some of the people that changed to the most horrible people, like, if you compare a villain turning into a hero, comparing that to what a monster has done is very well, not comparable, but still. I still believe no one deserves to die. Now, does that mean that what's the word? I guess have no enemies? The answer is I do, but not truly. You see, my belief is that no matter how much bad a person has truly done, or no matter how horrible a person truly is, they can change for the better. I have personally seen a lot of bad in my years of living. Not a lot of, not like horrible, detestable stuff, but like some, like, what would I compare it to? Some things that most people consider negative experiences. I myself am not a, how do I say this? I'm not a good person. I don't think I am anyway. I've done a lot of stuff in my past that I like to sweep under the rug, per se. I don't like who I was as a person. I despise my younger self because he is a prime example of who I don't want to be. He's done a lot of stuff that I personally don't like to talk about because my past is riddled with a lot of stuff that would be considered a little too personal. But nevertheless, people can change, or at least I hope people can change. I would say I'm a prime example of that, but I'm not. I'm still changing. I still have anger issues. I still can feel hatred in my heart, which I hate feeling hatred in my heart. Not the point. But I feel like if someone truly tried, they could change. It's just some people choose to turn around and chase the darkness instead of the light at the end of the tunnel. No one truly deserves to die. I've always how do I say this without sharing too much? As a religious person, I've always believed, even before I became religious, that people don't deserve to die, or at least somewhere before or after, somewhere after, like a long time ago. I can't remember when. But before I fully became religious, somewhere around there, I fully believed that no one truly deserved to die. Everyone's life is worth something to someone else. That person can always change, that person can always have a second chance. Especially when death can result in not two options, with both of those options being either a really good option or a really bad option. I cannot, within my heart, accept the realities of the world. I'm still an optimist. To my very core, I have always been an optimist. Through and through. No matter the negative experiences I've gone through, or have done, or have seen throughout, or at least heard throughout the world. Even then, I'm still an optimist. Always have been, always will be. Was born one, will always be one. I'm not a realist. Never was. But, like, if you ever feel like someone truly, and I mean truly, should die, I need you to think to yourself whether you truly believe that or not. As someone who's what's the word, had their life endangered more than once, life is very fragile. Wishing death upon someone it just doesn't feel right to me. Not to say that I can't feel hatred again. There is someone I truly, with every fiber of my being, with every bone in my body, hate. Absolutely hate. But even then, with that person, I truly can't say they deserve death. I can't truly say that they deserve to no longer be among us in this mortal plane of existence. I can't. I just can't. And sure, you may say, well, then you don't have enough hate in your body. But to be fair, yeah, I don't think I can have enough hate in my body to fully look at someone and wish them harm, or let alone wish them death. Not anymore. Not anymore. People can change. That's pretty much it. It's just me talking about that. I feel like people don't deserve to die, no matter how bad of a person they truly are. People can always change. To let you in on a little secret, a relative of mine, very close relative, died before he could change, before he could turn around and turn his life around and be better. Was it out of his own choices? Yes, it was out of his own choices. The reason he needed to change, well, was to stay alive, I guess you could say. He died before he could change. Maybe he would have been alive today if he truly tried to change. But I hope that he's doing well in the afterlife. Someone dying before they can change could leave a lasting impact, making you think, especially if they're related to you, what they would have been like if they truly changed, did better than their best. It's horrible to see someone with so much potential just lose life, their life, so quickly. Not the point. I'm rambling on. Just keep that in mind, will you? There's so much hatred, pain, and negativity in the world. Try to look at the positives. I'm not asking you to look at the positives. Try. If you can't, you can't. But at least try every once in a while to find the positives in the world, to find something good out there, even if it doesn't last for long. All good things come to an end eventually. I should know that. Thank you for listening to me. This has been Anthony. I'll see y'all whenever I'm done hibernating. Have a wonderful evening, afternoon, morning, or night. Goodbye, my subjects. Peace. Pray for those who have fallen and for those who are in trouble. Pray for their safety, for the safety of people who may not live very long, good or bad. Pray for the lives of the innocent who have been lost, for doing good deeds. Other than that, see ya.